What is going on, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I want to talk about a report from Rich Cimini on the future of Aaron Rodgers and how Woody Johnson likely has an impact on it. All right, so Rich Cimini, who covers the New York Jets for ESPN, was on with Jake Asman, friend of the program. Jake was hosting on ESPN Radio in New York this morning, and Rich Cimini thinks there's a slim chance that Aaron Rodgers is back next year. Here's why.
I do not think Rodgers will be back. I just think Woody Johnson really doesn't want him back. And if Woody is smart, he will defer that decision to his two new hires. If the owner's not on board, it's going to be tough to bring him back. And I think there's a host of salary cap reasons also not to bring him back. So if I had to bet right now, I would say he's not back. I wouldn't say it's out of the question. I probably would just say it's like a 10 or 20% chance.
Again, this is just Rich's opinion. So keep this or take that however you want to. This isn't necessarily him saying it's a fact that there's just a slim chance that Aaron Rodgers is back, but he put it at 10 to 20% that he is back. And a big reason for that is because it's been reported, and not just from Rich Cimini here, that Woody Johnson wants to move on from Aaron Rodgers, and that this isn't some sort of new development. It's been that way for a little while now. And to me, this is not about whether your own opinion, what your own opinion is on Aaron Rodgers, if you want him gone or if you want him back. Clearly, if you want him back, you're going to be upset by those comments. And if you want him gone, maybe you're saying, oh, good, Woody Johnson's going to be right about this, or, whatever. But no matter what side of the aisle you fall on this argument, you should be upset, because this once again proves the bigger issue at play here, which is that Woody Johnson is going to have a hand in what the next regime does. And that's the issue. It's not, the decision to move on from Aaron Rodgers, is it right or wrong? I'm not even talking about that in this video. What I'm talking about is an owner who continuously gets involved, meddles, and has to make the decisions at the end of the day, already putting that on whoever the new GM and coach is. That's the issue. Whoever the new GM is, whoever the new head coach is, they are the ones who should decide what the Jets are doing at the quarterback position, not the owner. Look at these results. People are making thousands every month betting on sports completely risk-free. The secret, they're using OddsJam. OddsJam isn't just another betting app on the market. It's turning the entire system in your favor. Here's how. OddsJam uses arbitrage betting. They find odds differences across sports books. You bet both sides, and no matter the outcome, you will profit. Here's a good example. If you bet 500 on Boise State in this example to win on FanDuel and 335 on the opponent San Francisco on DraftKings, you're guaranteed, no matter who wins, to make $50. It's that simple. With OddsJam's mobile app, you'll get real-time alerts on these opportunities every day. People are making thousands monthly, and to get you started, use code O'Leary for 35% off and a 7-day free trial. I'll guarantee that you profit during the trial, but if you don't, for whatever reason, cancel with one click, no questions asked. Don't leave money on the table. Go to oddsjam.com, use code O'Leary, and start making money the smart way. And this has been an issue for the Jets over the last couple of years. It wasn't always, allegedly, Woody Johnson getting involved with, Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh, but apparently Woody stepped in and wanted, Mike LaFleur to be gone, and then Woody fires the right-hand man of Joe Douglas and some of the other guys the next offseason, and the whole issue with Nathaniel Hackett and wanting to bench Rodgers and wanting to bench Tony Adams and all the hit pieces, probably harsh words, but all the bombshell reports on Woody's involvement here. This can't be the way. That's the whole point of this video, and that's my whole point in making this video again, is to highlight what the bigger issue is at hand here. It's not the decision that is eventually going to have to be made with, is Aaron Rodgers the quarterback next year or not? It's, here we go. Here's the owner getting involved again, sticking his nose in this conversation. And like I said on Aaron Rodgers, I'm very curious to do a deep dive on his numbers at the end of the year and compare them to where the rest of the league is, just to again, show what he is looking like in comparison to quarterbacks around the league. I think that's an appropriate way to go about adding full context to this decision. at hand here, which is, do you bring Aaron Rodgers back or not? Right now, he's on pace for 3,979 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and has a passer rating just over 90. That is clearly a much better season than we are used to seeing at the Jets quarterback position. So that plays a role in it too, but we also need to look at how things are going around the league. And it's just so frustrating to me that this is going to continue to be an issue, even with the new regime potentially. I want the GM and the coach to be making roster decisions. I do not want the Jets owner or his teenage son getting involved and forcing the Jets' hand, or this new regime's hand, to go a certain direction based on their own opinions. That is the issue. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.